Hello everybody, Eric here, back again for the Blue Chip. Now, I am coming at you with another random late night recording because that is what I do, because I have ADHD, and if I have a random spike of inspiration, I am going to share it. Now, today I am going to tell you about my methods of dealing with my ADHD on a day-to-day basis and some of the strategies I have found to help me with that. So, without further ado, let us kick it off, everybody. Now, first and foremost, I have a phone. Now, everybody has a phone. And on that phone, there's usually a calendar and alarm clocks and reminders and all that kind of stuff. That was one of the hardest things for me to get into doing, and I still don't do it as much as I think I should, but I still do it. But my main help here lately has been I have a full calendar, a dry erase board calendar that I use consistently. I also have a sorry about that. Like I said, it is 2 a.m. right now. I also have a dry erase board. It's got some important tasks on it, things that I typically need to do on a day-to-day basis, and then on the bottom corner of that I have things that I want to get done that day, and it is right on my door. And I will go ahead and put some pictures of that up here. As you can see, it has all the things outlined that I really want to do and things that I am working on. A lot of good overall stuff. And if you look over here, that is my calendar. It has my month outlined, and both of those are in very visible spots in my apartment. Like, I can't miss them. I always have to see them, and I always will see them. So it keeps me from being absent-minded to where I forget about those things, and it has been extremely helpful ever since I've started doing that. I also, on the back of this setup that I have where I do all of my recording, I have a dry erase board, and it has a bunch of motivational stuff written on it. So even if I'm kind of not feeling it for the day, I will hop on, I'll sit down, even if I don't have that creative juices flowing or anything like that. I have all of my motivational stuff right behind me as well, and it's been very helpful. It's something I've been working with since February, along with the calendars and stuff. And I even have it to where I can pull the calendars and the dry erase boards, I can pop them off the wall and take them with me around the house if I need to write something down and whatnot. And it's been really freaking awesome. And I just have ways that I want to get up, and eventually making yourself do these kinds of things. You got to think about it at first. You do these kinds of things, but over time they become routine, and you end up start doing them without really thinking about them. And it really has changed my life. Like, I am literally not the same person I was 5 months ago. 5 months ago, I was staring at a lot of debt. Credit cards that needed to be paid off. I was overdrafting my account, and a lot of my financial struggles were pushing away those that I really cared for. And it's because of those past failures that my last relationship actually crumbled. There was some years of resentment there of me not being good in terms of with money and stuff like that, and keeping up with appointments and getting things done that needed to be done. And it really did destroy my last relationship, and it absolutely sucks, because I'm going to tell you, that girl was a catch. And as of right now, I'm still dealing with it, and honestly, I do miss her every day. She was more than just a relationship, though. She was also my best friend, and it's something that has been very tough with me lately. It's something that, if you've seen some of my other videos and whatnot, has been really part of the reason why I've been kind of having such a hard time. But I'm looking at all this kind of stuff, and back then, people who knew her and people who kind of knew me, they didn't know the full story and whatnot. They looked at me as a failure. They told her that I was somebody who would never be able to do that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, when I started budgeting, I was told that I would not follow that budget for a week. And as of now, I've got 2 of my credit cards that were pretty much maxed out, paid off. I've got a ton of money in savings. I've got a ton of extra just spending cash, to the point where I have been more helpful with bills and just supportive in terms of just as a person lately than I have ever really been, ever. And this is really hitting home to me because I was thinking about it. A lot of the stuff that I messed up on back then was I put myself way behind everybody else, and it's something that we all do, especially people with ADHD. And it was very short-sighted of me because I would give literally everything that I have, every last drop of my effort and stuff like that, I would always put to other people, and I would never save any for myself. And it was really short-sighted because while I was helping those people in that instant, I wasn't thinking ahead and realizing, and this is one of the big motivational turns for me these last few months that have really helped me turn around my life. I was helping them in the short run, but if you take that extra effort, put yourself a little bit ahead, make sure you take care of yourself, when it comes down to it, you are better equipped in the future to help out those that you love way more than you ever could have before. It's a lesson I wish I would have learned sooner, and it's a lesson that I am still suffering the consequences for right now because I didn't learn it sooner. And just something to think about whenever you're going about your day, that you have to take time for yourself. You have to take time to better yourself. You have to save some of that effort and not waste every other drop trying to please other people. Because when it comes down to it, you take care of yourself now, you'll be better equipped in the future to take care of the ones you love. And I regret, very much so, every instance where I let myself down to where I couldn't step up and be the person I needed to be for the ones that I loved. So it's a very hard lesson to learn, and it's really hard to look at it yourself because you have to admit this to yourself, that while you are doing everything you can, everything in your power to help those people, that you could be doing better. And it's hard to tell yourself because in that moment you have a ping of, but I'm doing everything I can. I am doing the best I can. Why can't they just accept? And I thought like that for a little bit. That is taking responsibility off of yourself, and you're just delaying inevitability where you let them down one too many times. But you take care of yourself and everything like that, and you're there for them in the long run. And that doesn't have to do with just relationships and stuff. It could be friendships and whatnot. If you are better equipped to handle things for yourself, then you are better equipped to handle those for whenever someone in your life needs it from you. So just a random hard lesson to learn, and a reason why I thought about this. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of stuff these last 5 months that have completely changed a lot of who I am. Helped me not only have that initial motivation, because us with ADHD, we will tell you, people think we don't have motivation. I think we have more motivation than anybody else, but the problem is we have motivation for 1,000 different things all the time. And we never pick the one we really need to focus on, and we kind of we fumble Like, I'm not gonna lie, I fumbled a lot, and eventually you'll let your not just yourself down, but those that you care about, those that you love. And you know, thinking in this way really made things turn around for me, and I wish it would have been sooner and everything like that. I mean, it's one of the big reasons why I started my diet, and I'm down 40 pounds from a month ago. Like, it's insane. Like, you can't really see the difference. I wasn't really recording back then, but all of these clothes that I'm wearing, I wanted to test something for myself. All of these clothes that I'm wearing, I wasn't fitting in not too long ago. So, as a reward for myself, I put them on today, and I looked in the mirror, and I took this picture, and I was happy with who I was as a person. And this whole video was just to show you some of the things that I do, some of the things that I use to help me make it day to day and all that kind of stuff, but also to give you what I have found has been some of my best motivational, that help me keep that motivation high, where I don't just have that initial motivation, it keeps it up there, and I can keep going and going and going and working on everything I need to help for. And it's that thought process that you take care of yourself now, you'll be able to take care of those that you love a lot more later. So it's kind of like a win-win. Not only are you better, but you are also better for those that you want to be there for in your life. And you know, you think about it that way, it makes it significantly easier to turn your life around and whatnot. But I think that is it for this video, guys. I'm going to keep this one kind of short. I got some more gameplay going up today. Episode 2 of Honey Pop. It's already edited, ready to go. It's got one of my favorite cuts I've ever made, for a little sight gag and whatnot in it, and I'm excited for y'all to see it. But anyway, guys, thanks again for tuning into this channel, and I want y'all to remember that even though a lot of the times it feels like everything is awful and we are not okay, it doesn't mean it's the end of things. I have right here, you can see it, try to get in the light, there we go, right there, that's my semicolon tattoo, and it's there for a reason, because I find it more than just the suicide prevention and all that kind of stuff and the suicide awareness. It works really well whenever thinking about mental illness in general. So, you know, it's not the end. So everything is awful and I am not okay, but I will be. So if anyone ever feels like that, just remember, take another breath, take another step. We can always better ourselves, and we can always be better for those around us. But anyway, guys, thanks again for tuning in to the Blue Chip. I know this isn't my traditional episode, but I just had some things I wanted to share with y'all. But thanks again for tuning in, guys. I want y'all to know, every single one of y'all who watch my videos, y'all mean a lot to me. And I'm not doing this channel just for me. I'm doing this channel for everybody. Like I said, there's a reason why this channel is called the Blue Chip, and it's because the Blue Chip significance is it is a symbol of a person who was there for me when I was at my lowest, trying to find out who I was, and they were there for me while I figured that out, and while I figured out how to deal with being someone trying to be an adult while suffering from severe ADHD. And if it wasn't for them, I don't know where I would be right now. They're the ones that helped me test a lot of methods, and they were there with me when I failed a lot of methods. And this is I want to be that for everybody else. So, but Anyway, guys, I'm rambling and talking in circles again now, and I know y'all don't want to listen too much with y'all's short ass attention spans. I know you ADHD people, but anyway, guys, thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, I'll catch y'all later.